craft room this afternoon. It is Sunday, September 7th, and I'm here in Denver, North Carolina, trying to clean up things a little bit. I apologize to any of you who were just watching a video and it didn't have any sound on it. I went through about a half hour, I think, of unboxing my kits and cleaning things up before I am finished, and then recognized I didn't have the sound settings right. So I hope that this time it's working and you can hear me. Go ahead and send me a comment if you can or cannot. I can't actually, I think I'll be able to view the comments if there are any. So anyway, what I'm doing this afternoon, I'm cleaning off my craft table, getting ready to kind of start a new batch of projects. I had two things going on. I have an advent kit that I've been preparing some cards for. So I had about 6 different designs spread out for the first 6 cards in that kit. And I've cleaned all those up, finished making all of those kits, and I'm kind of ready to start the next batch of creation. But I had a stack of boxes of kits that I thought I'd completed, but I did find one that wasn't done yet that I think I'll finish on this video with you. So what I was doing is going through these boxes, taking the cards out, putting them in little cellophane envelopes so I can put them in my storage for cards that are completed and ready to send, and then emptying the boxes, kind of sorting out and separating extra leftover stamp sets, ink spots, adhesives, instructions, even the little cardboard stuff. So I'm going to use these boxes to store those things so I can use them again, but I'm going to put like all the stamps in one box, all the ink spots in another box, adhesives in another box. And each of these kits comes with these sturdy cardboard bottoms. And I think I have about 50 of these now. I'm positive there's going to be a great use for them, but I don't know what it is, but I'm saving them anyway, all in one box. So I did empty out 3 of these boxes, or complete it, sorting it out, but I thought I'd take a second to show you the kits and what the cards look like, and then I'll go on to completing the last kit. So this kit is called Share a Smile, and it makes 8 different cards, one of each design, each one's slightly different. It costs $14, and these are the cards. I've already put them in cellophane. Let's see. Hang in there. You make me smile with a little bicycle. Have a great day. You matter with pretty sunflowers. Another have a great day with a sun and some hearts. A toucan. You matter with some peaches and beautiful little blossoms, and then a hang in there with this sloth. This one I think is my favorite. He's so adorable. I don't know if you can see, but I guess it's a she. She's got even little blush on her cheeks. So this was a card kit that we made recently at a night out at a Mexican restaurant with my friend Jill, and it was a lot of fun. This kit even comes with this adorable little yellow box that you put together, and the cards can go in there. They don't quite fit when I put my cellophane envelopes on them, which are a little bigger, but that makes a really nice gift. So this card kit is still available if you want to get it. $14, 8 cards, really economical. Another one that I finished and put all the little pieces away is Hello Hollyhocks. This one and the one I just showed you, they don't have any stamping on, so it's really easy to just grab them and go. All of the adhesives are included, and you can make it on the go, really. So this one has 9 cards, 3 each of 3 different designs, and costs $16. And I had seen this online, and I didn't think it was one of my favorites. But then when we made it and I saw it in person, the colors are really beautiful. And there's really pretty sparkly little gold gems that go in it. So there's 3 of these, thinking of you. And then there's 3 of these, hello. And then there's 3 of these thank you cards. Sorry for the lights there. So this kit's all done. I've got now an empty box. I have the instructions in the pile with other instructions, the leftover adhesives stored in a box with all the leftover adhesives I'm starting to collect. And then the third kit that I finished is a paper pumpkin kit. This one's from last fall. I had not completed it. I made the first 3 cards, which were these little 3x3 cards, and they have the cutest little snail on them. And the stamp set that comes with this has that little snail. So I'm excited to use that one again and again. And then I finished this kit up last month, but I wanted to show you there's really beautiful color here where they've added blues into the traditional rust and orange and yellow fall colors. And I think that's inspiring me for what I'm going to work on this fall. This was a paper pumpkin kit. So these come out every month. It's a little bit of a surprise in a box. You sign up and you can sign up to just buy one kit and be done, or you can say, send me the kit every month until I tell you to stop. You can skip a month if you think you won't want to receive it. The kits are $27 each, including shipping. They generally make 9 cards, sometimes 8 if it's more intricate. They always include a stamp set and an ink spot. So I'm starting to grow a little collection of those. I've been doing this for over a year now. And I already separated this box out and put the stamps in my stamp set area and the blocks in my block area. It is time right now until September 10th to sign up for the September 2025 kit if you'd like to get it. And it's a fall themed kit as well. It's called Fall 12. And I had a little sneak peek, and there's a cute little fox in that one. So if you want to get that, you can find that on my website or send me an email at tina@blueberrycanary.com if you want me to order it for you or if you need any help getting signed up. And if you get the kit, I'm happy to get together with you in person to make it. You can come to my house, or we could meet at a coffee shop or the wine shop. We did that last month and it was a lot of fun. Or if you aren't near me, we could do it virtually together on Zoom, which is also a fun way to craft. And after September 10th, you'd be signing up for the October kit. It's the same kind of time period every month. I don't yet know what that one's going to look like. All right, so those cards are done. And then as I was going through, one of the kits I thought I had completed, I found I did not. So we'll spend a couple minutes here and put together a couple more cards from this kit so you can see how it all works. This one is called Maritime Moments. This has 6 cards in it. This one is $21. And these cards are beautiful and dimensional, and I'll give you a little bit of a up close on that. So the 3 cards, let's see, one of them has this sailboat and says to a great guy, and the sailboat has a little thread tied, the anchor has thread tied on it, and that one's kind of rusty or red color. And then there's one here that's more greenish with a pelican, and the envelopes in here even have a really pretty printed inside. So these ones I've already finished. And then the third card here has a boat, and it says celebrate the good life. So I love that. We have a boat, we live on the lake. I like to go to the beach. This is a great theme for me. So I had finished one of each card, and I'll show you a little bit how they work. So most of the card kits have these paper punch out sheets. So some of the elements are already printed and you punch them out. We're going to need, let's see, the celebrate and the to a great guy. Now, these kits almost always come with multiple languages, and you can use these, even if you don't have someone to give a card to in this language, a lot of times these are great shapes. So you can save these, turn it over, and stamp something else on the back and, customize your own project. So I have all these saved in one of my boxes too. And then the third card is the best wishes for a perfect day. That goes on the Pelican card. And again, I'll punch out the rest of these and save them in my little ephemera box, and they can be used on another card. Some more punch outs on here are these cute pelicans. The anchor I already showed you. And there's kind of like kelp, I would call it, maybe. Seaweed, a little starfish. So these kits are fun, pretty easy. They come together quickly. You punch out the pieces, and the directions will show you exactly what to do. And this one came with this linen thread that we use in a few places. So let's see. Got a few more things to punch out here. It is, I hope it's a really nice day wherever you are. It's kind of cloudy and drizzly, rainy here today. So it was a good day for indoor activity, and it definitely was that point. I don't know if your crafting is like this. I get all these ideas in my head, and I get started on one project, and then I got another idea. So I have that first project kind of sitting there. And as I said, I've been working on Advent kits. So let me tell you what thoughts about I assemble this card. So I'm offering this year a Create a Card Advent kit. And the idea is that you'll get a kit in the end of November, and it's going to have a little bag in it, a little envelope for each day in December, counting down the days to Christmas. And you'll be able to open one little bag each day and be surprised, hopefully. Of course, somebody might peek. And then we can make that card together, the card for December 1st, and then we can make a card on December 2nd together. And by the end of this comes, you will have made 24 cards. I'm going to do the first week of cards is going to be Christmas. So you'll still have time to use those. And then we'll switch and we'll have some more all occasion kind of cards like birthdays and thank yous and get well soon. I've designed so far the first batch, maybe like the first 5 I have the kits all made up for. And my desk was a complete mess because I was excited about each design and kind of you have to cut many copies of each thing and do all of the little die cutting. And so I had a lot of stuff going on my desk, but I cleaned most of that off. And then I had a pile on the corner of these card kits. So if the Advent kit is something that you're interested in, let me know. It's cost $75. If you need shipping because you're not near me, I think it's going to be about $10 more. And you'll have 24 cards in it. There's not going to be any stamping, so you'll just need adhesives, which you can use your own, or I can get you a little pack with glue and dimensionals like these. This little dimensional tape we'll use sometimes to pop things up and add some interest to the cards. Or tearing tape, which is this stuff that comes on a roll. I think most of it will be glue and dimensionals. So I was inspired by a woman I've been following who is a card maker in Australia. Her name's Laura, and she's doing Advent card kits for maybe the last 4 or 5 years. And every year I watch her And I get all excited about her card kits, but I can't get them because she only sells them, within Australia. So this year I had a little extra time and I decided to do it myself and share it with others. So we'll see how it goes. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I've just put some of the punch outs on, and now I'm putting on some string around this pier. And I'm going to use the tape to kind of secure the string on the back. And I'm thinking I might actually rearrange my craft table to go in a different direction in my room once I have all this stuff put away. So I like these kits, and I've been doing them almost all out and away from home. I have a group that I meet with once a week of crafty ladies in the neighborhood, well, in my town. Some of them crochet, some of them knit, and I usually take one of these card kits with me and work on it there. But then I end up with like these kits that are done, but I still need to clean them up and put them away and get my cards ready to be used. And then, as you saw, this one I found I hadn't actually even completed. So there's one of the cards all finished. You can see it comes together pretty quickly. And this is similar to what we'll do in the Advent card kit. Should be, about this level of difficulty. All right, the next card I'm going to do is the one with the sailboat on it and the red envelopes. So this one has a little bit of stamping on the sailboat picture, which is here. So let's do the stamping. So these kits, if it requires stamping, it comes with a block and it comes with a little ink pad. See, this is just like a mini ink pad. This one is gray granite. And so as I was going through and cleaning up the kits, I had a number of these little dots, ink spots I put in one block. So I'll have all those together. Comes with a little stamp set and a little sort of, I don't know what you call this. I would say like a picture of what the stamps are. So you can easily see that. So this one has a sailboat, seagulls, a lighthouse, and then like a floral to it. And on this card, we're going to stamp the floral, and we're going to stamp the sailboat. So it's these kind of kits are fun. You get to do a little bit of stamping, a little bit of layering. Sometimes there's bling. This one doesn't have bling, but it has string. But it's not overwhelming, and you don't need to bring a whole big giant box of supplies with you. So it's very convenient and great. I think these are great to give as a gift too. And then we are going to stamp the little sailboat guy. And then you have these growing collection of stamps and ink, different colors. And pretty soon you'll be able to make all kinds of different cards. And I think I should do some classes or make some card designs that you reuse some of these ink colors from the kits and the paper pumpkins, but give you some different designs. That way you can see how useful these end up being. So this piece we pop up with dimensionals, and it shows you all this in the instructions. I kind of have it off to the side, but it even has pictures that show you where to place, like the glue dots and the tape. So it really doesn't require too much thinking, which sometimes is nice when you just want to, especially if you're talking with other people. of being able to just kind of open this box and get started is great fun. All right, and then you have to be careful not to put it upside down, which is a very common mistake I have made a lot of times. Now this one has the little anchor. We're going to tie a little bit of string around that. I did have an interesting one the other night at my card buffet. Somebody was making this beautiful card, and she was all finished with it, almost finished. And I said, "Oh, do you want to stamp something on the inside?" Because I had done that on my example card for her. And we went to open it up, and she had actually built, I haven't seen this happen before. She built the card on top of the envelope instead of on top of the card base. So we had a good laugh. That was like the prettiest envelope ever made. It had stamping, it had coloring, it had bling on it. I always, many, many times have put my card front on the back of the card or upside down from the writing in the front. I'm having a little bit of trouble getting this string through the hole. So I think we're going to improvise and just wrap it around. The first one, it worked fine. This one's being a little bit stubborn. And then I'm going to use these glue dots on the back of this because it's so tiny. But I'll just put the glue right over the string, and that should hold it in place a little bit. I knew as soon as this card came out, this was one I ordered right away because I knew I was going to really like this one. So we're going to put the anchor up there with a little string around it. And then the sentiment on this one is to a great guy. So I think I know who that one's going to. The guy who makes me coffee every day. He's a pretty great guy. I hope you have one too. All right. So there's that card. So you can see it was really simple, but it's got a lot going on with the stamping and the string and the dimension. And then the last card, hopefully that's all the pieces we have left, has a gray base to it, kind of like a wave design on it. And this one is going to use this boat. See, I have an extra sailboat, so I save all of these. Actually, maybe I was supposed to put that on. Yes, I was. Backing up. This goes on top of the picture, so it'll be raised up too. Or you could keep this as an extra and make a separate card for yourself. But sometimes in these kits you end up with extra pieces, so I save those all together in another box. But this one I'm going to pop up right over the picture on the base. Okay. And then the last card is the gray one with the boat. And on this one, we've got this piece of blue plaid paper we're going to put down first. So use the tearing tape for that. And I'll show you how this works in case you don't know. I've seen some people try to like peel it, which is very difficult. So you just get the length you want and you just use your fingernail and you tear it. And then you stick the sticky side down onto your paper. And then you use your fingernail to like pull up the white, protect the white plastic layer. And now this side will be sticky. And so we'll put that down here, kind of close to the edge. And then we're going to do a little bit of stamping here. We already have stamped. I already did stamp this one. It's got a lighthouse that's stamped up in the corner there. So I'm ahead of the game on that. So this whole piece is going to go on dimensionals. And these are just like little 3D foam pieces of tape. And the same concept. You take them off the sheet, put the stick side down, and then you pull off the little plastic cover. And I'll stick this down. Okay, now we've got this little red stripe piece that's going to go up there. So again, we're going to use the tear and tape for that. And after I finish sorting out this box, then I'm pretty much done with this round of cleaning, and I'm got to decide if I'm going to move my desk or not. I just kind of want to face it in a different direction, but I don't know if it's a good idea or not. Okay, so I'm going to put him about there. I don't know why he's a he, but he's a he. And then we've got this beautiful little kelp, I'm going to call it, arrangement. It's got a little starfish. It's kind of like coral, but more like kelp. Very maritime-ish. Okay. And you'll kind of, if you're an avid crafter, then I know you already have your own favorite adhesives. And if you're a beginner, you're going to develop your own habits for what kind of adhesive you like to use when. There's a lot of options, and they're all equally good. Okay, then on top of this is going to go our sentiment, which says celebrate the good life. And we're going to put that there with dimensionals. And then I am done with this kit. I have 6 new cards that are ready to go. These are great for guys. They can be used for anybody, but it's hard sometimes to find cards that are great for guys. And these are definitely good. The Celebrate the Good Life, this would be a great retirement card, but could also be good for Father's Day or a birthday. To a great guy, again, could be a day, Father's Day, or just a thank you card. And then this pelican, best wishes for a perfect day. That would be good for a birthday or Father's Day. I'm going to now finish putting these in their little plastic sleeves with the envelopes that came with them, which, as I said, were pretty fancy. So the envelopes have printed insides with lighthouses and sailboats, and they kind of coordinate with the colors of the cards. So this one I'm putting with the red card. And I like to, I put all my cards into these plastic sleeves. It really helps keep them in nice shape, and I put them in little photo boxes, kind of organized by theme, you know, if it's birthday cards or retirement cards or Christmas cards. And that is all designed to help me use them more, but I'm honestly like not very good at that. I all the time think of people I want to send cards to and then don't quite get around to it, and birthdays I miss, but I'm going to just keep trying to do better with that. And then I will be putting this ink spot into my little collection of ink spots. I'm going to put the stamp set in my little collection of stamp sets from Kits and Paper Pumpkins. the adhesives into my little adhesive box. So all that stuff will get used. And then I'll have these empty boxes I can use for organization, or they might end up being what you receive the Advent kit in case you want to be doing that. I think I'm probably going to need 2 of these boxes for each kit because there'll be 24 cards, and I don't think they're going to just fit into one. Okay, so that kit is all done. The pieces are being sorted. I have another piece of cardboard. So I need a great idea for what to do with these cardboard pieces because something's just not letting me throw them away. So there must be some great craft out there I'm going to use them for. And that is it for that part of my cleanup. Thanks for joining me. I hope this worked okay. I am trying something new with the 2 cameras and going to YouTube and Facebook. I think it's not going to Facebook yet. If you see it on Facebook, please comment so that I know. You can. I appreciate it if you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That'll help me know that you'll see my things when I do them. And if you've made any of these kits, feel free to share photos of what you did with it. I know a lot of people will really customize what they make with these kits, even though I tend to be mostly make exactly what they show. I'd love to see if you've done something different. And if you want to join me for any upcoming crafting get-togethers, classes, or card buffets, or even scrapbooking, let me know. I have a number of events I'm scheduling, and I'd love to craft together with you. Have a great afternoon.